Alright, so hello there ladies and gentlemen, Blackbane Gaming. And we're playing some Far Far West. You can see, got the little cowboy vest on. Hosting a match so randoms can join. And we're in the woodlands. So we're gonna give this a shot, see how it goes, and hopefully we have some fun with some randoms. I guess for the time being, I'm gonna be clearing out, some enemy camps. Try not to do the secondary objectives before people join, so at least there's stuff to do when they join. So I'm just gonna roam the map, try and find some gold, eliminate some enemies, see how this goes. We've already found our first enemy camp, or I guess lich structure. So, I apologize in advance. You hear a lot of clicking and a lot of keyboard stuff. Not the best recording setup, but now this is good. Worst case scenario, I'll just turn my own volume down and I'll make sure that the gameplay audio is loud. So the loadout I'm using right now, shotgun and hand cannon, or shotgun and revolver. I've just been really enjoying that loadout altogether. And it just feels satisfying to use. I've also set myself up with some passives, some jokers where... So the configuration I had before was my utility ability was that I would drop ammo for myself and the team. And I would mostly rely on my voodoo ability to heal myself. But I found a joker setup where I actually generate a percentage amount of ammo for every whatever few seconds, which means that I can more concentrate on sustaining myself. So now my player ability, my utility, is dropping bottles of health. So that's useful for me and it's useful for my team. I also upgraded my voodoo ability where instead of just consuming health from a single target, I drop down a large zone that me and my teammates can stand in, which I'm about to use right now because I'm taking a lot of damage. And I heal constantly. That sustains it. I can make more mistakes and absorb more damage and things are okay. Worst case scenario though, if no one joins in whatever amount of time, I might start actually getting things done. So let's just see how this goes. There we go. Some bottles. Another thing that I was intending to record and not do just on my own without recording it was the train quests. There's trains littered on 3 main maps of Far Far West, and at these trains there's an NPC that gives you a quest. It gives you this kind of scanning tool, and you have to stand in these zones, these highlighted zones, to increase the progress on the scanning tool, and you eventually get these quests done. And as you finish these quests, well, to unlock the woodlands actually, the requirement was to finish the first train quest. So I did that, but I didn't record it. So I told myself I'd save the rest of those train quests for recording. I'll tell you what, if there's one thing I like about Far Far West, is that when a storm hits, which is basically like an enemy horde phase, the music ramps up, and it's a lot of fun. This map is pretty sick. Taking a lot of damage. I got bees on me, I got marauders on me. My character's a marauder as well, except I'm a rogue marauder. I ain't on anybody's team, except for whoever joins me. of damage. I'm getting a butt whoop right now. Great battle. And this is what I mean by the ability to sustain this. I'm not taking advantage of my portals and the duplicating of my pistolero practices, so I'm gonna try and set that up right about now, because I need some support, I need some help. This is not going well. Not at all. And just a little over that. Let's see if we can pull this off. I did. Yep. These little guys can help me. Let's see where I drop those bottles. Alright, so unfortunately still no one has joined me, and it is what it is. In fact, this activity I've never completed before, not alone that is, and I would definitely need some teammates to do it because I'm just not good at this activity right here, so. I think I'm gonna proceed to this one right there. Let's get crazy, so it's time to focus up. I know I said I wouldn't do activities, but let's just get this going. Okay, so when I first saw this activity, when I was a new player, I didn't really understand it, and I thought it was like a complex situation, where like, I don't know, you have to like actively engage with this mechanism up here while enemies fought you, so I would always avoid it when I was playing alone. But once I found out that you just activate it, defend the zone, kill some enemies until the bar's filled and you get your gold. Actually, sorry, you don't get gold from this, you get a weapon fragment. Or whatever item you're focusing, you'll get a fragment for that item. Once I learned that, I started engaging a little bit more. It appears that if you pop your healing zone near your cactuses, your healing zone is larger. There we go. There's our fragment. Currently focusing the bow. Okay. Let's extend our waiting time for randoms by doing another side objective, but after this one, I think we're going to focus in there. And there's still a lot to find and a lot to see on the map. Thing is, we don't want to make this too long, right? Probably gonna start focusing up. this where I want it to go? Yes, it is. Alright. I mean, I'll tell you what. If I, by mistake, hosted a solo lobby, I'm gonna be really disappointed in myself, but I'm almost certain that I hosted a open lobby that anybody could join, so... Well, it is what it is. Pickaxe in it, pickaxe in it. You know, I saw a knife. It was on Area 41, and I found a campfire with a knife just sticking out of the campfire. And I thought to myself, well, we got pickaxes, and you can technically use them as melee weapons. We have our fists, and there's a knife in the campfire. I mean, I'm not going to say anything official, I couldn't. And there hasn't been anything that would indicate that we're going to get melee weapons, but... to me, it doesn't seem impossible. So, we're gonna start moving this along. My resources aren't too crazy right now. I don't have a crazy amount of gold. I don't have a crazy amount of souls, but we're just gonna keep pushing. Okay, we found another lich structure. So we're gonna spawn. We're gonna cleanse these spirits. And we're gonna rush the objective. I'm sure I've already taken a little bit too much time by now. Well, we found more gold. So much for rushing objective. Oh boy. Oh jeez. You want to duplicate your cactuses, you just got to get aggressive with it, you know, drop your portals, throw your little cactuses through, just get it done. The sooner you drop them, the sooner they're helping you, and the sooner your ability is on cooldown, so you can repeat the process. Alright. Gold. Take a quick delay for this, and I found another lich structure. I mean, I'll tell you what, if I really wanted to play with people, I would have just joined the lobby instead of recording from there. The problem is you never know when the lobby you're joining is already in session, you know, like, well, in session, I mean they've already progressed through a few objectives, or they're already extracting, so, you know, that's a bit of a hit or miss. So we're relatively quick for objectives, so we're just going to push there. And found another lich structure. And we're going to get this one. We'll do the lich structure after. If it feeds me enemies, then it feeds me enemies, whatever. Yep, they're coming from there. I can tell because they're glowing green. Normal spawns look normal, but lich structure spawns, they have a green tinge to them. Maybe what I'll try and do is I'll try and snipe the structure from here, maybe? Uh-oh. I'm pretty weak. I want to heal up. Jeez, these guys. Trying to focus over here, man. Trying to get this objective done over here. Nice. I'm gonna be quiet because I love this music. Okay. I know that they're probably going to tell me to shoot that, yeah. A little paranoid if something's sneaking up on me while I'm concentrating over here. Okay. So we're moving on. After boss, nah, we should probably do this first. Unless... I can't remember if that's the green light thing. So we'll give it a quick check. If it is a green light thing, I can't really do that alone, so... I'm gonna rush on to the boss. This looks like a quest giver area or something, but... Some enemies. Aha. Okay, I remember this. So basically we're gonna be moving a like suspended magnet along some rails here. Along its structure to root out, I guess, gold that's sitting in the ground. At the moment, we got baddies coming at us, so we gotta clear out the zone. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, I gotta tell you, this hand cannon shotgun gameplay, for me, this playstyle, is extremely addictive. I don't know what it is. I started out with, well, everybody, pretty sure everybody starts out with the auto rifle, the quad cylinder. It's like an assault rifle, auto rifle. And you have this revolver, the very same revolver you start with. And the following weapons I took were the minigun, because as a beginner, you know, you want to have more ammo, you want to be able to spit some damage on bosses. And the dual revolver. What was extremely attractive about the dual revolvers is that when you reload them after firing some rounds, you lob them out like grenades. So that's what I really liked about those. So let's be quiet and concentrate. Go to the left side. Once again, I apologize for the tippy-tappiness of my keyboard. I don't have a mechanical keyboard, so I'm not sure if a mechanical keyboard would be louder or more quiet, I'm not sure. I apologize either way. this over here. And we're gonna move on. I'm really surprised that given all this time no one joined, but I'm not gonna complain. I usually play this solo anyways. I mean, I do join lobbies, I do play with other players, but I mainly play solo. So I could take my time, I could just explore the map, find hidden things and stuff. Speaking of... keep pushing. Now, the funny part is I picked the boss that's fun to fight when you're with other players, so doing this alone is going to be a bit of a challenge. I mean, maybe a challenge for me because I'm still new to this game. But it is what it is. And that's probably like the third or fourth time I say it is what it is. Okay. Practically defending the zone. Well, let's get this done. Move this along. Considering the fact that I don't have the most crazy build, or I'm not too damage heavy, you know, my weapons aren't that high level either. I think my shotgun's like no more than level 20 or just a little above that. So you know, I'm not a master at dealing damage, and I don't have the craziest setups, which is why I play normal. I mean, I've failed solo runs. You know, I'm not gonna lie to anyone. I'm not afraid to admit it. I've failed solo runs before because you know sometimes you get a little too overconfident or whatever it is, and I failed solo runs. Another thing I would warn people about actually is if you're playing solo, you might as well avoid wells. Wells, you'll find a well with a floating mug, you shoot the mug, then you toss a coin into the well, and anything can happen. You can get free gold, free souls, you know, a debuff, whatever. And the reason why I tell you to avoid wells when you're playing alone is because it might just drop a nuke on your head. And when that happened, the nuke insta-killed me, and I failed my run, despite having full health, and like I was probably like 20-25 minutes in, just exploring the map and having a good time. So I didn't get mad, I actually kind of laughed at myself, and it registered in my head, I go, okay, probably not going to mess with wells next time when I'm alone. So at least when you're a player, someone can pick you up and you die. But it's a different story when you're alone. When you're alone, the run... I haven't even started the extract yet. We were moving in that direction, but we have not started yet. Try and get this moving along. Do that. This. Nice. And to extract again. We got some marauders. I mean, we might as well take them out, get some gold. Sorry guys, I know I look like you. We are not alike. I should just keep it moving. I'm surprised I haven't found the well. Usually there's like a column of green energy coming out of the well, which makes them visible at a distance. And here we go. hightail it out of here. Yeah, I think that my sustaining setup, you know, the ability to drop bottles for me and my team, and dropping the healing zone, extremely useful. Extremely useful for situations where things are looking tight, things are looking bad. You always have options, and you always have the ability to keep yourself alive. Okay, I'll drop some bottles, drink one just for fun. Got a bunch of bottles scattered around. Missing all my shots on these birds. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I swear I'm not getting cocky with these reload animations, you know, spinning my gun around or interacting with my shotgun. I'm just pressing reload way too much because I'm always paranoid my gun is low on bullets. That's what that is. And that's a solo run. Would have liked for players to join, but a solo run's a solo run. Thanks for watching, everyone. That's far, far west in the woodlands. Cryptic Train down. See, like I said, my shotgun's level 22, so. Revolver, for the revolver to be kind of high level makes sense because it's a weapon you begin with, so you're going to spend a lot of time with it unless you switch off really quickly. And that's it.